basically wearing the same outfit because it's the same day and I'm filming 2 videos for you today. Actually, this is the 3rd one I'm filming today. Oh my gosh, and Isaac is home today. He didn't go to school because he got sick. I actually found a box of letters that I used to write to my friends in high school, like back and forth, and it's like a big pile of letters. Because we didn't have text message, so we would always write letters to each other, and then we would be like, write back. I actually talk a lot about my high school experience and how I felt and how I acted when I was in high school in part of my book. So I hope you guys can relate to that, because I think it's something that us as teenagers, we all go through, and times never change. They just evolve, you know? That is such a cliche quote that I just said. So let's see if I can find one that I actually wrote. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if I should say this. I kind of want to, but I have a friend. I still want to call her my friend because we were best friends in senior year. When I was a senior, she was in 11th grade, and her name is Bao Yia Chia. And I hope that there's nothing wrong with me saying her name like that, but I have tried looking for you on Facebook and everywhere, and I cannot find where you are. So if you're still around, I would love to get in contact with you. I'm nervous now because I feel like I'm talking to you. Oh my gosh, I am so weird. But does anybody know Bao? I will show you a picture, but I don't think she wants me to be posting her pictures all over the internet. But yeah, this is one of her letters, and literally, guys, this whole thing is like, can you guys see that? Look. And all the way down, these are all letters that I used to write back and forth. I'm like, kids don't do that anymore, you know? Or do you guys still write letters? I don't think you do. I think social media is just sometimes, it's a little scary sometimes, guys, because don't take it so serious. Honestly, do not take social media so serious. Love, Antonio. I was just writing to tell you that I am really looking forward to how this thing between me and you fans out. I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you the whole week, and I want to know if you were the same or not. Oh my gosh. I really do love you, and I know I don't know you that well, but I have strong feelings towards you, and I want to know your reply to this letter as soon as possible, ASAP. So please write back. P.S. You are an amazing girl and deserve to be treated that way. And I want to be the one to do that for you. And I hope you like the ring. It cost $105.50. That's all I want to tell you. Oh, bye. Oh my gosh, I think I remember this boy. I feel so bad. That is so messed up. I don't even remember who Antonio is, and he was so in love with me. What? That's crazy. Oh, I had a good friend in high school, and her name was Lily. She was a really, really amazing, like what you call a best friend, and I was a complete a-hole, and I totally ruined that relationship with her. Man, I just wish I knew some of the things that I know now, because she is an amazing person, and I don't even talk to her anymore, but she was there for me through everything, and she was a great listener. She didn't judge you. She didn't care how you looked. She didn't care if you could just sit next to her and not even talk if you didn't feel like talking. And she was, and I'm sure she still is, because she's an amazing human being. She was just like the most amazing friend that you can ask for. And I did some really, really shady stuff to her. And of course, I grew up and I realized it, and I apologized to her, but things never they never went back to what they were, you know? So my advice to you guys, if you're dealing with this, if you have a friend, like, don't play around with people's emotions, you know? Like, if you feel something, you should tell them. Nobody else knows your feelings but you, so you should always express how you feel. And that's something also that works in marriage and relationships, guys, because before, like, just as a little private note between us, but like, if I got in an argument with my husband and I knew that I was wrong, my ego was so strong that it didn't let me say sorry, even though I knew that I messed up. And then it would get worse because days and days would pass and I would still just be like, I'm not saying sorry. and things would get worse between my husband and I. And one thing that we have been doing for a long time now is really communicating with each other and talking about every little feeling that we have. Like, honestly, if I feel irritated, I say, sorry, babe, I'm irritated. Or if I snap at him, I'm like, right away, I know that if I snap, right away I say sorry, because I know that I don't mean it and it's just something else that's bothering me. And he's the same way. Like, if he does something like that too, like, he'll be right away, he'll say he's sorry, and we forgive each other and we move on. You know, we don't let it fester inside, because we want to be together forever. Like, forever. Me and him and our family is like, we want to be together forever until we die, hopefully like in the same coffin or whatever. But like, he is my soulmate, you know, there's nobody else like him. So like, if you value anyone, of course you should always treat people with respect. But if you do have someone in your life that you value them, that you care for them, let them know how you feel. Like, don't wait. Life is really, really short, guys. Like, before you, I know sometimes when you're in you're a kid, you don't understand these things yet, but like, when you start to become a teenager and when you're evolving into a young adult, sometimes you're not really fully aware of like how short life is, because you're like, well, I'm so young, I'm barely in high school, like I still got all my life. But life goes by like this, and that's all you have. That's all we have, is this one life. Like, at the end of the day, when somebody's gone, it's just like, just one more day, just one more day. And you can have that one more day. You don't let time pass you by. So that's one of the lessons that I've learned with the relationship with Lily. I wish that I would have been mature enough to understand what relationships and what human beings meant to each other. I was so troubled as a teenager, guys, and I go into that a lot more in my book, and I really just wanted to open up and share those insecurities and struggles that I felt and that I still feel as an adult, because I wanted to be completely honest with you guys when I was making this book. It's really important that I was honest, because that's the only way that I can help somebody else, is by sharing what I've been through and letting you know, like, you know what? Yeah, we've been through similar things, and guess what? Things turn out all right. It's because I was insecure. I was so insecure as a teenager, and I did some really dumb things that hurt the people that I love to please other people that didn't love me. And that's something that I think that I learned when I graduated high school, was that I was disappointing my parents to please all of these girls who all they did was party and talk mess about each other, including me. I wasn't a saint. We would just sit around and talk about each other, and they never cared about me. You know, and honestly, I never cared about them the way that I care about my sisters. These were just girls that we got together because we were in high school and we see each other every day. Might as well hang around with a group of people, you know. But for me, I only have probably less than 5 people in high school that I can tell you from the bottom of my heart that I made a connection with. And yeah, the rest of the girls, the rest of the crowds, whoever else that I sort of came in contact with, it wasn't a deep connection. You know, we were just there for each other. So don't take high school as like what you're going through in high school. Don't feel like that defines who you are, because it does not make you who you are. You have to think about this. You're not even who you're supposed to be when you're in high school. You're not. You're not even supposed to know who you want to become, because that's a process of life. Life will take you to your destiny. How do you expect to know your destiny at 14, 15, 16, 17, when the teachers are like, pick your degree, pick your degree. You have to choose what you want to be now before, like, it's way too soon. You have to let yourself evolve, and then that's when you start to find your passion, when your creativity comes out, when all those beautiful things that make you who you are, because you're not blocked by the ego and by all of these external factors that you're worried in high school. So many of the similarities are happening to each of us, and we should treat each other with respect. Just because someone doesn't look like you, or doesn't act like you, or doesn't dress like you, that doesn't make you or them a better person. We are all the same. We are all the same. You know? All the same from the inside. The only thing that changes is the outside. The way the outside looks. But the inside is completely the same. So, yeah, I just, you know, those things you sort of learn. And I don't know, I don't want to get too personal with stuff. But, yeah. All of these things that I'm talking about, all of these things inspired me to write my book. To share all of that, you know? Because, man, life gets hard sometimes. Even though it seems peachy perfect on the outside, life gets hard because we sort of make it that way sometimes. You know? When you stop seeing the world through a lens of problems, negativity, bitterness, then that's what you see, because that's where you're using that sort of lens to look at the world, and that's what you're going to get. But honestly, if you change your perspective and you live in the present moment and think about it, like live in the present moment and enjoy being here and now, because you will never be here and now again. And what I have to do tomorrow does not matter because it hasn't happened. I'm not there yet. Why am I living there? Or why do I live in the past? Those two places are not real. They don't exist because it already happened or it hasn't happened yet. The only thing that matters is right now. So you can make a decision. Do I want to be happy today? No. Why not? How come you don't want to be happy? Now, I do want to say that, like I said, we all go through things, and really horrible things happen in this world. Okay? So I don't know how to say that, but if you have the opportunity to be happy and to smile and to be positive and to be kind and to share love with other people and peace and just calmness and unity and all of those amazing things, if you have the choice to do that, you should do that instead. You know, life is way more beautiful when you're happy, and all we want is to be happy and loved. So you can choose to do that as well. And that's basically my message for today. This video sort of went up and down. It was really weird, huh, guys? Before I go, I wanted to do a little trip down memory lane, and then I'll definitely go, okay? So let's take a trip down memory lane. Do you like my singing? Because I wish I could. All right. So, do you guys want to see the Selfie circa 2001? What? This is the Selfie with a disposable camera. What you know about that? Those were the times. I can't believe I'm saying that. Those were the times. And yeah, this is me in what looks like 12th grade. Check out the heavy eyeliner though. I lined my eyes, no mascara, no eyebrows, no foundation. Girl, what was I thinking? I wish I had all these beauty tutorials. I had no clue as to what makeup was until I started YouTube, believe it or not, in 2008. Other than that, in high school, guys, no, I didn't look like that. That's why everybody looks like Kylie Jenner now, because I think all this help that we have now with social media, it's amazing. So that was me taking a selfie, guys. Oh my gosh, these selfies are for real. Do you guys want to see my first job? My first job was as a cashier at Carl's Jr. in Camarillo, California. 11th grade, I worked as a register lady, and actually this is where I learned a little bit of confidence because I had to talk to customers every day. So that's one of the things that my first job taught me, was to be confident for a few months until I went to the army, and someone kind of took that away from me. So yeah, what do I sound like? I'm still resenting a certain someone for making me feel that way. I should totally let that go. It's probably like eating me up inside somehow. This is me at the age of 4, and the reason I'm getting so emotional is because Isaac is 4, and this is me at his age. Oh, I kind of look like him. This is me at the age of 4 in Mexico, dressed as a little India, and we had a parade. We used to be in so many parades, my sister and I. Like literally in Mexico, you do parades and you walk around the city of Zacapu, Michoacan, which is where I'm from. So that was me. Oh my gosh, my little guy is so big. Oh, that is why I feel like time is ticking. So this is me again, and what's going on in this picture is that I am in a sleeping bag that my mom made me out of those big Mexican colchas, and this is a sleepover in kinder. So check that out. They don't do that here in the States. We had a legit sleepover without our parents in Mexico in kinder. I was 5. And it was so much fun. We had like a scavenger hunt and bonfire, and then the next morning we had this amazing breakfast, and we had water day where we played in pools and stuff. And this is the first night that I was there, and I'm over there in my sleeping bag. My face looks so much like Isaac's, and that makes me so happy because I've always thought that he looks like my husband, and he is definitely my guy. You know what's really crazy about seeing yourself really young is that you sort of take a trip down memory lane and you start thinking how you were feeling at that point of age. Actually, you know what? As a 4-year-old, I can tell you that I did feel some insecurities that young. I remember that we had a little, like a musical number in front of a lot of people, and we were wearing these baby blue French dresses and we were like dancing. I remember completely forgetting all of the steps and feeling super awkward because I didn't know what to do next, and I remember just feeling like very self-conscious and nervous, and just worried about what people were thinking of me at the age of 4. Isn't that insane? All of these feelings, they arise so soon in our lives. It's crazy how I didn't even think about that until I started like writing the book, and all of these feelings just started to come up that were honestly like buried deep within me. I felt like the making of my book was a complete therapy session. I honestly felt that way, and like I've cried so much, and just because I didn't think I would feel all those feelings once again. I felt them like they were there. And that's probably why therapy helps for a lot of people, is because you get those feelings out, you experience that emotion, and now as an adult or a little bit more mature, you start to understand, wow, this is why I was feeling this way, and there's no reason for me to feel this way anymore, and you can let that go. But if you don't bring it up, it's gonna stay right inside of you, and that's when it does a lot of damage. That's why I always say that talking about your feelings to the people that you love is always one of the most important things when it comes to having healthy relationships. All right, my loves, the last picture that I want to share with you is one that I really love. So this is a picture of my little sister Wendy, my mom Yvette, and Cynthia. So all of us girls having I want to go see my mom right now. Like all of us and our dog Happy, we used to take walks around the field because we lived in the middle of fields, and I don't want to cry. How can I say that? Why am I crying? Why? You're legit crying. I legit started crying. Okay. Whew. Sorry guys. So we used to take walks around the fields in the back of our house on the afternoons around like 5 or 6 p.m. and they were so beautiful because we just walked all the way around and we just talk and bond and take silly pictures like this by the corn husks that my dad used to grow, or a cornfield, a little cornfield that my dad used to grow. And I vaguely remember this moment. I can't wait to discuss these topics with you guys in more detail later in future videos. But yeah, hopefully I didn't make this a downer for you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, Stay blessed. Bye.